Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for render FET and injective price prediction based on Elliott Wave analysis. We start with render here with this massive move. Of course, it has even broken our extension even, yeah, the 1.6118 here extension, meaning of course there is something here extending so much as a wave 3, guys. This is a signal that the wave 3 is even extending for higher. That means 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 right now for this wave 3 in the gray scenario, and then wave 4 to be expected in the gray scenario to finish later on a wave 3, 4, and a 5. I didn't change this before because, of course, I want to show you how to expect, of course, the extension and how to see something really bullish unfolding here. So definitely we took our confirmation for higher here, and we're looking for a finished structure finally, this complex structure there. And we're looking for something really massive to unfold here for render. Now, the next target, of course, that we might reach is the wave 4. I have a small problem here, but let me check it with it. The 1 hour, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, yeah. So this is a problem here that we have, but basically this is a big 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Wow, it's still looking for higher, guys. It's still unfinished. By all means, we have a 1, 2 here. Okay, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5. Now, wave 5 is a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 for wave 1. And then having another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for wave 3, 4, and a 5. So this is very, very massive actually for a render. I'm still looking even for higher here. If I take the fib levels, I think we passed even the 2.618 as well. That's insane. Oh yeah, okay, we passed it so much even. Even the wave 4 is not given yet as alternation within this wave 2 is not yet perfectly given, unless we're looking here again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, and a 5. Basically, it can be here the double 1, 2, yes. I think this is a scenario, guys. So yeah, it's very, very massive move. Of course, guys, it's not gonna be that easy to exactly know what is exactly there. 4 and a 5, maybe 3, 4 and a 5, and then we're looking. Yes, this is much more logical. And that's because the move is insane, right? The move is insane here. So I think then, okay, even if this wave 5 is not finished, okay, understandable. But this wave 4 there is looking, of course, for this correction right now for lower. So this wave 2 right now, we are into it. Knowing that this wave 2 there in the gray, well, okay, if this is your wave 4 there, very, very shallow, okay? But it might happen. This is my only problem with it. That's why it is a little bit confusing, yeah, because of course the wave 2 is in long in time. As alternation, it doesn't really work, but we don't have any other option. I cannot give like 6.18 Fibonacci level here almost for a wave 3. That's insane. The massive move is really incredible. So what I'm looking for here, in case that we have topped for render for wave 4, we're looking right now then for this area. Yeah, so I'm looking for this area as a correction. It might deep, of course, it might be deep, guys. So be careful, and especially after this massive move. And of course, the wave 2 is very, very shallow and sideways. Therefore, expect a very sharp zigzag there for render before pushing for higher again in case we are still very bullish. I mean, we're very bullish. Honestly, it is very clear bullish scenario here is unfolding as several 1-2s in wave 3, 4, and a 5. Okay, now this wave double 1-2s internally are given already inside this move for render. So very nice, a very, very intense move, I would say. Currently, if this is a wave B, of course, we still have this possibility, guys. In case it is a wave B, that means, of course, that we are looking here to an ABC somehow, like this, to finish up, of course, the W, the X here, and a wave Y. The wave Y can be something like an A, and then B, and then wave C. Yeah, so by all means, what happening here can be, of course, a potential of A, B, and a C. Why? Because of the time, of course, of this correction. Again, within this correction on the all-time history here, you need the time a little bit because you have a W, a very clear triangle, and we drop down, right? So if this is A, you're looking for wave B then, and then wave C. Timing as 0.618 FIP time is still the minimum requirement actually to finish a balanced structure here as correction and pushing for higher. But I was expecting, of course, this move here because we need it. We need the time, and that's why we might, of course, drop down later on a little bit in a sideways. It's not necessarily to take the low, guys. Again, it might be something as a truncation. It might be triangle. I doubt it. Why? Because we have already triangle, guys. It's impossible to get a wave X and a wave Y both triangle. Therefore, I'm expecting an A, B, and a C here, something like that, and then pushing for higher. In case, of course, we're just still looking for this correction. But it can be, of course, that we might continue for higher. Now, it, we still have 4-5, right? Once we get the 4-5, it's a 1-2 potentially, right? 1-2. And then if this is a 1-2, if we're gonna test here a wave 2 and then see something pushing for higher again, taking the high here, this is your confirmation. That means, okay, we're bullish. We're not looking anymore for correction. We don't look at the time. We ignore it. The time is never a rule, but it's just a guideline, guys. But yeah, so it's good to keep it in mind in case this happens. What it might be also another possibility can be a very fast wave 1-2 here. Like this is your wave 1, and then this complicated complex structure is a 1-2, and then another wave 3 probably pushing for higher, but definitely we need some correction here. But if this happens, something like pushing for higher and higher, that might be a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, and we're pushing for the wave C already there, meaning an A, B, and a C pushing for the 1-to-1 fib level, $17 here for render. That's, of course, the all-time history as well as analysis. So next target 2.15 for render. We're gonna watch what's gonna happen. The next one we have is FET, also showing some nice push toward the upside. Of course, after our correction, we drop down here. We failed to take the low of the wick, and of course expected to not take it anyway. And then of course we saw this potential an A here, and then of course we might have a wave B and a wave C, but I doubt it, guys. Yeah, I doubt it. Like an A, B, and a C can be, of course, here finished, but I doubt it that we finished a correction yet as well. In case we are corrective, the same as for render. I'm gonna show you exactly what I mean with it. So on the daily, in case we are still looking for the balance again, W, X, and a Y, meaning a structure to finish exactly the same as the W there. In case that this is going to happen there, that means, of course, you are in a wave A here, and then you're looking for a complex structure wave B and then wave C. Now, this complex structure can be A, B, and a C, something like this, 3 waves up, 3 waves down, and then 5 waves up, impulsive, to finish an A, B, and a C, which is still looking for higher, by the way, B and a C, and then, of course, pushing in a new bull run toward the upside. Now, final scenario can still be even 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Don't forget this as well. Yeah, so still can be an ending diagonal 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, meaning 3 waves down, wave B, and wave C 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. However, the wick is a very problematic here, but yeah, it's still, if you want to ignore it somehow as a wave 1 here, and then 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Yeah. But yeah, preferably even to take into consideration or higher possibility here, something like this, and then pushing for lower and then going for higher. Again, if this is like 1, 2, another 1, 2 here, I doubt it again. Okay, I doubt it since we took the low. It's impossible. Otherwise, you have to consider this expanding flat. Well, can be like a wave 1 and a wave 2, and then wave 3, 4, and a 5 pushing for higher here again for our bullish scenario. 3 ways up, 3 ways down, wave C is unfolding. But yeah, we'll see, guys, step by step. Now, internally, I know it's complicated on the micro on the macro level, but I mean I try to explain it as much as possible with this complexity. But basically, if we are in a 1-2 here and a wave at 3, obviously we broke the same as render. We broke the extension. This is very very bullish. We have a 1-2 here, potentially 1-2. I would say even we cannot skip those wave 1 on the lower time frame. 3, 4, 5, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. And currently, this is your wave 3, this is a wave 4, and wave 5 are still unfolding. Well, I doubt it a little bit, guys. Yeah, I doubt it. I mean, this is a very, very long wave, too. I mean, where I cannot really count it something like very, very shallow. So, yeah, I'm gonna keep it as a potential wave 5 still unfolding here extended, yeah, as a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Let me jump inside it to see what's going on at the end here. Okay, something also, if this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay, this is a zigzag, definitely. So we start to finish here potentially something as an ending diagonal. Ending diagonal or something corrective, meaning a large structure corrective A, B, and a potential wave C. However, for wave C, you need a 1, 2, 886 taken. So, doubtful. Again, also impulsive. Therefore, I'm looking here very likely at 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Yep, it might be an ending diagonal there for FET unfolding to finish up, of course, this wave 5 there. And with it, you might finish here a wave 3, and then we start to look a wave for a wave 4 there. Yep, so 2.618 also reach and above it. So definitely it's a wave 3, guys. But I think that if we are looking here for a little bit corrective, of course, we might push for higher, but this area has to be watched and be careful from a very deep correction wave 4. This is a very sideways. You're expecting a very, very strong wave 4 and then pushing for higher. I believe 0.38 minimum target will be taken, okay, before we push for higher in wave 5 again. So yeah, I mean, very complex structure, but also the impulse is very complex, I would say, for both render and FET, but very nice to see it finally. Of course, this is the recovery that we were looking for. Finally, we're gonna see here injective also. The injective, he got also a very, very, I would say, very massive move as well. Now, what is very interesting is that we have finished here potentially just wave 3. An extension, I'm gonna remove just to see the price. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay, let's dive inside it. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 for a wave 1. Okay. And then wave 2, wave 3, very short, shorter than wave 5, shorter than wave 1, which is not allowed. It's a double 1, 2, guys. It's a double 1, 2. So we have a 1, 2, and then 3, 4, and a 5 unfolding in the gray. Yep, this is exactly what's going on. So because of course we got a wave 3 here, in case it is a wave 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it's not allowed, turning into double 1, 2, wave 3 given 4 and a 5, 4 and a 5. So if we give this wave 4 and a 5 there, this is your wave 3, wave 4, wave 5 is still unfolding. Target for wave 5 might reach the following. There you go. Target. There you go. This is our blue box, yeah, for this wave 5. Very intense and very nice. Yep, so this is what I'm looking for injective. Now, preferably injective to take invalidation of the triangle. Which triangle we're talking about here? Actually, it's invalidation of bearish, not triangle. Invalidation of bearish. That's by mistake set there. So of bearish, that because of course we might reach here. Yeah, like a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, but I doubt it. This is simply, of course, confirmation for higher. Now it's not invalidation anymore. It's a confirmation for higher. So yeah, preferably to be taken. Yeah, preferably this area to be taken, this high 6.17. Now, I doubt it within this wave 5 unless it is extended 1.618. That will be massive. But what I'm expecting is a 1 2 and then we break it. Yeah, so this is what it might be the case scenario. And because, of course, we finished a good structure ending diagonal in our blue box, this is the lowest low, so that is perfect. You don't have any kind of ABC expanding flat or something corrective here still might be unfolding. So it is very, very likely that we push at least ABC here. In case we're still looking for something lower later, at least we're looking for a zigzag. So that's nice for the altcoins, Render, FET, and Injective. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments. See you in the next one. Bye bye.